Broadcasting live from the Albay PIO News Center, providing you the most exclusive news update from all over the province. This is News at 12. Drug still vowed to strengthen the community-based drug rehabilitation and aftercare program by providing technical assistance, monitoring, and evaluation to the local government units in Albay. During an orientation on the CBDRP and aftercare program held at Villa Hotel on Friday, March 7, Paddock discussed the types of support that could be provided to Albay LGUs to strengthen their efforts in combating drug addiction. Over 200 ADOC members from various groups attended the orientation. They were briefed on the implementing guidelines for the certification of the CBDRP by the Department of the Interior and Local Government and the Department of Health interim guidelines. The Yakabayan program of the Department of Social Welfare Development was also introduced, and PADAC committed to assisting LGUs in replicating it. Hospital Chief Dr. Randy Asuncion of the Albay Provincial Drug Rehabilitation and Treatment Facility introduced the services offered by their facility in Ligao City, highlighting that the facility services are free for indigent persons who use drugs as long as they meet the requirements. Christine Renee Palacio Miranda, registered nurse and PADAC focal person, stated that the orientation highlighted the specific assistance needed by various LGUs to enhance their support for ADA components. She also reiterated the importance of having a certified CBDR program, and PADAC vowed to assist the LGUs in obtaining certification. In other story, the Albay Provincial Agriculture Office, in collaboration with the Albay Prize Coordinating Council, successfully hosted the first ever Albay Kadiwa ng Pangulo Summit and had its first quarter meeting at the AFB Ville Negosyo Auditorium in Cabangan, Camalig, Albay. The event aimed to strengthen collaboration among national agencies and local government units in implementing the Kadiwa ng Pangulo program in the province. During the summit, Cheryl Oribeta, provincial agriculturist, delivered the opening remarks, emphasizing the importance of organizing all partner agencies and LGUs to ensure the effective execution of the initiative. Ribeta also stressed the need for coordinated efforts to streamline the monitoring of supply and prices of essential goods, key commodities, and agricultural products. A memorandum of understanding was signed, and a pledge of commitment was made as part of the summit, symbolizing the strong cooperation between agencies and LGUs to ensure the program's success. The summit served as a platform for discussion, planning, and commitment building among agencies and LGUs, reinforcing the government's effort to ensure food security and economic sustainability for Albay's agricultural sector. In the national scene, the Senate has been asked to provide a work area in its building for use by the House Prosecution Panel in preparation for the impeachment trial of impeached Vice President Sara Duterte. According to a letter written and delivered to the Senate on March 6 by House Secretary General Reginald Velasco to the Senate Chief, the facility would be used as a holding and working location for the House prosecutors and the House Secretariat support group during the impeachment trial. The House Secretary further requested an ocular review of the allocated room to ensure it satisfies the demands of the prosecution team. House Speaker Martin G. Romualdez requested, after acknowledging receipt of Escudero's February 24 letter confirming the Senate's continued impeachment trial preparations. Romualdez reassured the Senate that the House is dedicated to ensuring the processes are carried out fairly and constitutionally. The House Speaker added that ensuring a seamless and transparent impeachment process also requires strong collaboration between the two houses of Congress. In other story, House Quad Committee Overall Chairman and Surigao del Norte Representative Robert Ace Barbers is calling on Malacanang to investigate the local governments of Bataan, Zambales, and Pangasinan for allowing 85 Chinese-owned companies to operate. Barbers has been informed that the Chinese-owned companies mentioned above are leasing properties along the shore, impacting Filipino fishermen's livelihood as they are forced to relocate. Barbers claims that the nature of the dubious operations carried out by the aforementioned Chinese enterprises along the Bataan, Zambales, and Pangasinan coast is unclear. Barbers believed the Chinese enterprises mentioned above were owned by Chinese espionage and military personnel. The presence of the Chinese-owned ships in Zambales waters for 3 months with uncertain activities prompted Barbers to call on the Philippine Coast Guard and other pertinent agencies to take action. Barbers are worried about because the Chinese spies and invaders seem to be using a tactic similar to those behind the illicit activities of the Philippine offshore gaming operators, or POGOs, to make friends with local authorities and officials in the Philippines. In other news, the House Quad Committee remained firm that no findings on Rodrigo Duterte's controversial anti-drug campaign will be submitted to the International Criminal Court, despite the speculations of an imminent arrest warrant against him. In keeping with the government's view that the ICC has no jurisdiction over the nations after its 2019 withdrawal from the Rome Statute per Duterte's order, panel chairperson Ace Barbers said that the panel's position is unchanged. Barbers did clarify that investigations are publicly accessible on the House of Representatives' official YouTube and Facebook accounts, allowing the International Tribunal to access pertinent records independently. Amid allegations that the ICC had issued an arrest warrant against Duterte for alleged crimes against humanity during his war on drugs, Barbers commended. Duterte, who is known for harsh rhetoric and uncompromising attitude, stated that a Senate hearing that he was accepting full legal responsibility for the police killings during his drug campaign before testifying at the Quadcom's investigation on November 13. Under oath, he also acknowledged that he had urged police to use the fight back of narcotic suspects as an excuse for killing them. On March 8, the warrant was purportedly issued. And in the news outside the country, U.S. hostage envoy Adam Bowler personally met with Hamas and Israel. According to Hallare, the conference was going well, and among the subjects covered was ultimate execution of peace negotiations. Hallare also told Hamas that he is speaking on behalf of the United States, which is pushing for the truce, and that they are not Israeli spies. According to Hallare, there will be a new deal that will see the release of all Hamas prisoners and withdrawal of Israeli soldiers from Gaza, as was previously discussed. It can be recalled that Hamas has charged Israel with undermining the January peace plan. And finally, in the news outside the country, North Korea has made its first public display of a nuclear-powered submarine, and President Kim Jong-un has inspected the submarine's construction site. A 7,000-ton submarine with the capacity to carry up to 10 missiles is reportedly under construction. Both South Korea and the U.S. are at risk from the submarine. It can be recalled that a nuclear-powered submarine is one of Kim's top priorities for the nation back in 2021. And that's all for the news at 12, March 11, 2025. I'll be back tomorrow for more news updates. And thanks to our news writer, Albay PIO and Dan Roquan, and on the technical side, Chad Bobbis. Of course, our provincial information officer, Mary Luduca Castillo. And under the supervision of our governor, Baby Glenda Ombungao, I am Greg Hallare. Thank you for subscribing.